Hi, Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Hamza Noor, and today we have some questions from the topic circle theorems, and this is relevant for Olevels Maths 4024 and IGCSE Maths 0580, the core and extended syllabus. So the question says that A, B, C, and D are points on the circle center O. BCE is a straight line. Angle AOC is equal to 108, and angle DCE is equal to 60 degrees. Calculate the values of W, X, and Y. Okay, so the first thing you know that this angle AOC is equal to 108. This means that the reflex angle will be 360 minus 108, which will be equal to 252 degrees. Okay, so this angle is 252, and since you know that the angle at the center is twice the angle at the circumference, so X will be equal to 252 divided by 2, so this is 126. X is equal to 126 degrees. Okay, so now let's take a look at the value of W. Since you know that this is a cyclic quadrilateral A, B, C, and D, a cyclic quadrilateral is a shape in which all four sides of that quadrilateral are touching the circumference of the circle. So the opposite angles are supplementary. So your equation will be X plus W is equal to 180 degrees. So therefore X is 126, and you can find out the value of W. So W is equal to 54 degrees. W is equal to 54 degrees. Okay, now let's take a look at the value of Y. Okay, so since you know that this angle is 60 degrees, so this angle will be equal to 180 minus 60, which is 120, because it is a straight line. And applying the same rule for the cyclic quadrilateral, 120 plus Y will be equal to 180, because the opposite angles in a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. So 120 plus Y is equal to 180, and therefore Y is also equals to 60 degrees. Okay, now let's take a look at another question. Okay, so here we have another question. A, B, C, D, and E lie on the circle. AB is extended to F, and angle AED is equal to 140 degrees, and angle CBF is equal to 95 degrees. Find the values of W, X, and Y. Okay, so the first thing is, if you just look at this figure, A, E, D, and B, this is a cyclic quadrilateral, and this angle E is 140, so angle W will be equal to W plus 140 is equal to 180, the opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral. So W is equal to 40 degrees. Okay, then since this angle is 40 degrees and here you have a straight line, so this missing angle will be equal to 180 minus 40 minus 95. 180 minus 40 minus 95, so this is equal to 45 degrees. Okay, this angle, this is 45 degrees, but this angle will be equal to Y, because angles in the same segment are always equal. Here they are forming the same segment, they are subtended by the same arc BC, and they are touching the circumference of the circle, so angle Y will be equal to 45 degrees. So what will be your explanation? Angle Y is equal to 45 degrees. And what is 45 degrees? Basically angle DBC, and angles in the same segment are equal. So you need to make sure that to give the accurate explanation, the accurate reasoning as well. Angles in the same segment are equal. Okay. Now let's find the value of x. So if you see that this figure D, A, B and C is again a cyclic quadrilateral, so angle x will be equal to the sum of angle x, angle W and 45 will be equal to 180 because they are the opposite angles in a cyclic quadrilateral as they are supplementary. So your answer will be like this: angle x plus W plus 45 is equal to 180, and since you know the value of W, so x plus 40 plus 45 is equal to 180. So x will be equal to 180 minus 40 minus 45. X is equal to 95 degrees. So now you're able to find all these values. Alright, so here we have another question. The question says that angle A, B, C and D lie on a circle center O. Angle ABC is equal to 58 degrees and angle CAD is equal to 23. Calculate angle OCA. Alright, so you need to just calculate this one, this angle. Okay, first thing you know that angle at the center is twice the angle at the circumference. So angle COA will be equal to angle angle CBA, which is 58 multiplied by 2. 58 multiplied by 2, and here you will write angle at the center is twice the angle at the circumference. Angle at the center is twice the angle at the circumference. Alright, so here is the correct reasoning for this. So angle COA will be equal to 58 multiplied by 2, which is 116 degrees. And since you know that this is a radius, the OC and the line O, the point O is basically a radius. So line but the point O is the center of the circle, and OC and OA are the two radius of the circle. Alright, so this will be equal, they will be equal, so these opposite angles will also be equal. So 100 and this is like if you take it, if you suppose this is x, so this is also x, so x plus 116 is equal to 180. Alright, because sum of all the angles in a triangles are equal to 180. So 2x is equal to 180 minus 116, 64, and therefore x will be equal to 32 degrees. So your angle OCA is equal to 32 degrees. Alright, so the next part. Okay, now since you know that this shape, this whole figure C, D, A and B is a cyclic quadrilateral, and angle B is equal to 58, which means angle D will be equal to 180 minus 58. Okay, 180 minus 58. So angle D is equal to 122. Angle D is equal to 122 degrees. So you need to find which angle? Angle DCA, this one. You need to find this angle. So 122 plus DCA plus 23 will be equal to 180. So therefore angle DCA is equal to 180 minus 23 minus 122. So DCA will be equal to 180 minus 23 minus 122, angle 35. So here were some questions from IGCSE Maths 0580 past papers, which are also relevant for O-Levels Maths 4024, and I will be uploading more videos in this month for OA Levels Mathematics and OA Levels Accounting, so stay tuned.